Let's go through the history of Boardwalk Hall. Officially known as Jim Whelan Boardwalk Hall, this monument multi-purpose arena located on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey, with its rich history stretching back almost a century, and has served a pivotal venue for a various array of events and major political conferences, sporting spectators, and iconic concerts with also celebrations for the Miss American Pageant. Now, this early construction took place in 1926 to 1929 when it was dedicated on May 31st, 1929. The Boardwalk Hall was originally named the Conference Hall. The construction was in focus of the 75th annual Atlantic City founding in 1854 and the 50th anniversary of Tom Edison's invention of the electric light bulb. Now, the design by Boston's firm Lockwood Green Company, this was an outstanding feat of engineering for its time. Conceived as a self-contained entertainment facility spanning 7 acres, at its completion, it boasts the world's largest enclosed three-span arch, which trusses spanned 310 feet and the floor to ceiling reaching 137 feet. The original seating capacity was right around 41,000 people. Now, this remarkable feature in the hall was often its pipe organ, constructed in 1929 to 1932. It was remained the largest pipe organ in the world, with over 33,000 pipes designed to fill 5.5 cubic feet of enclosed area for music. Now, this grand instrument was a center stage in events, venues for its time, especially before the widespread advent of sound films. Now, let's head on over to some of the changes that we saw. The primary architectural style of Boardwalk Hall is Romanesque revival. Over its history, the building has undergone significant upgrades to maintain its statue and status as a premier venue. We saw a 3-year, $60 to $90 million renovation project that was completed in 2001, transforming its modern special events area into seating up to 14,000 people. And we also see numerous engineering awards, including the 2003 Natural Preservation Award. In 1987, it was recognized for its historical significance and listed as a United States National Register of Historical Landmarks as a National Historic Landmark. Now, some of the early stages and notable events that took place here, well, the list could go on, but the big ones would be the Miss American Pageant, perhaps the most famous and long-term tenured at this facility. It dates back to 1940s and remains there for nearly 6 decades. After a brief hiatus in Vegas, the pageant returned to its original home in Atlantic City in 2013. And the Show Us the Shoes pageant, its beloved tradition, also has its roots in the pageant history at the hall. Now, the political convention also played a big factor here in 1964 with the Democratic National Convention being held here, and you could see some of those actual statues around that talk about some of that history outside of Boardwalk Hall. This is where Lyndon B. Johnson was nominated. Now, the sporting history dates back and has a rich sporting history. It hosted the first indoor college football game in the nation in 1940s. The Liberty Bowl was played there in 1964, marking the first major college ball played indoor and the first to be nationally televised. The real grass field was even installed for the event. It was home for the Atlantic City Seahawks Hockey League in 1930 to 1942 and hosted the Gamblers Classic Indoor Racing Championship. The first ever indoor soccer match in the United States was played here in 1965. And the boxing legends like Mike Tyson, George Foreman, and the list can go on and on had their boxing events here. WrestleMania has been here multiple times, marking the only venue to host the event 2 times in a row in 1988 and 1989. They also had some mini car racing, figure skating, and the list can really go on and on with martial arts. And currently, the basketball, and it's getting bigger and bigger. A lot of major artists have played here, like the Beatles. The Rolling Stones performed here in 1984 as part of the Steel Pier Tour. And as I mentioned, the Beatles in 1964 played here is one of the largest concerts here in the United States when they were here. During World War I on July 1942 until November 1945, the United States Air Forces used Conference Hall as its headquarters and training facility as a vast and strategic important play in the war. It was named after Jim Whelan Boardwalk in honor of the late Jersey senator and Atlantic City mayor, and continues to be a vibrant hub for entertainment events being held in Atlantic City to this day. I want you to get out there and enjoy yourself. Make sure you take a walk around here. There's some unbelievable pieces of history that is spread out, and I love that it's still preserved. Favorite part about it would obviously be the little golf course that they have, a little chip and putt on the left-hand side, but you can see they were highlighting JFK here. I believe he did a couple speeches here. I'm not going to highlight it too much because typically anyone that made it this far, write it down in the comment section. Let us know because you're probably done a little bit more research than us. We're just trying to get out here. We're trying something new too with the channel, in the sense that we're learning more about some of the places we go to outside of the golf world. Golf's expensive, and more importantly, we want to become more of a local historian type feel, so it would be justifiable to talk more about some of these golf courses, and maybe it even ties in. Who the hell knows? But until then, this is a quick video on Boardwalk Hall, one of my favorite places to at least visually see. I think such a beautiful building, a magnificent piece of engineering, and hopefully get out there and enjoy it. That's going to do it for this video.